Yo, what's going on, guys? It's CoJoMo here, back with another video. For those of you that don't know, I am ranked among some of the highest players in North America when it comes to faceit. I play in the highest domestic division in ECL with my team Take Flight. Today, I'm going to give you some very solid advice on what you need to be doing inside of your matches, both in team play, individually, or if you're just playing wingman or whatever funny game mode, in order to become the best player possible. This is going to be something that you have to understand if you ever want to make it far in this game. But first, I do have a message from the sponsor of today's video.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
All right, so what does CoJo talk about? What are we talking about here? I want you to understand that every single game that you play is different. And you're like, CoJo, yeah, I get that. I get it. Every game's different. That's obvious. I know that. But we need to take advantage of that. In every single game, our mission is to find what is going to be our win condition, right? If you're playing pugs, if you're playing solo queue, it's going to be so random. Every game is going to be completely different, and things are going to work in one game that just do not work in another game, right? With your teammates, with the other team. For example, I could be like, guys, we're gonna palace spot because their A is weak and they have only one A player. They're just fighting heavy B and mid, because some pugs people just leave a bomb site open because nobody wants to play the site, right? So we're literally just 3-man walking out palace or popping out here, taking all these fights and finding the solo A guy. And then we have this whole site, and we can take deep control, we can do our thing with it. Whatever strat you want to run off that then is great, right? You just gotta identify this every single game. I want you to identify what is the weak point of the other team, right? Say a map like Mirage, a huge thing that you need to test out is how is their mid control? Can we throw top mid, window? Can we get out mid and start to really make their life hard because we have all of this space? So, this is something that you can think about on both T side and CT side, because if say you're the B player, right? Say you're the B player on CT side Mirage, you could be the guy jump spotting here doing this. One game you have to play super passive because there is a dude just like pressuring you every single round up here doing this kind of stuff. And then, also to counter that this when you identify that pressure is heavy, yeah, one, maybe don't just run through apps every round, but two, tell your opper to come B and post on the B pick, or just pick up a secondary op if no one's listening to you. You got to identify every single game these things that are happening and ways to counter it and get ahead of the game, right? You got to get ahead of the game and get proactive. Say you op him one round, next round you're here, op him again, maybe you throw the op away and then play with a rifle then for the rest of the game, because now what are you going to do? You've shut down the B walk twice. There's no way he's going to be walking through there again. Now the next round you just come into apps here and you start to get through apps early and make an early play, because he's not going to be testing you again. It's just bad CS if he is, and if he is testing you, then you frag him, right? Versus there might be another game where they literally just don't touch B side, right? They don't touch B side, so you as a B anchor can just come through here and take the space and close the map down, which we've talked about in other videos, right? So you always have to be able to adapt, right? I'm the opper on my team. I op in this game, one of the best oppers in the division, and what I find is that the games I have the most success is when I can get a read on the game and do what I want to do, right? Where I'm opping an underpass here because I identify, okay, they're just walking into underpass, they're not flashing. So they peek here and there's literally an opper posted on them right here. That is such a frustrating angle to die from, because why is there an opper playing there? Well, they weren't flashing it, so I identified that little gap and took advantage of it. If you're not thinking about this in your games, you're just going to fall behind and you're going to be playing reactive CS instead of proactive CS. Literally, find what works. Also, when we're looking at our own team, like I said, like every time you're playing, it could be a pug or just with your teammates. Some days with your teammates that you're playing with, your friends, are going to be good. Some are going to be bad. When you're solo queuing, there's going to be a lot of bad games where you just don't know what's going on. Identify what the strengths of your teammates are and what the weaknesses are, right? If you have 2 or 3 teammates that just want to op and play the op, just let them op. You might say, hey guys, like I'm an opper, can I op? And they're gonna be like, no, bro, right? I've had games where I am an opper, right? I op in ECL, like I said. I've opt in FPL. I've this experienced player, but I just recognize that there is no way we can opt this game because dude, like I already have 2 oppers on my team that refuse to give it up. So instead of just yelling at them and screaming, what we need to do is like, all right, bro, you guys op, and I'm gonna go lock it down somewhere else, right? And then also, guys, even if you are an opper, some games are just not beneficial to op in, right? If they're a team that's like smoking window and top mid and like throwing a million flashes and stuff, it might be beneficial to actually just get a rifle and, you know, throw a lurk smoke down somewhere, right? Instead, just go connector, throw this lurk smoke down and play around it with all these smokes up, and, you know, really get them, like get a kill here, boom, slide down here, do this, and get more active, right? I don't want to see you guys playing 2D Counter-Strike. I don't want to see you guys playing standard. I don't want to see you guys playing one-dimensional. I want to see you guys changing your game style, you know, changing the play style, changing your game every single time you're getting in the server. So at the end of the day, what works in one game may not work in another game, right? Always limit test, always see what you can get away with, and see the weaknesses inside of the server. Finding the weaknesses is your key to succeeding. Never forget that. You guys keep grinding. I'm so proud of every single one of you. If you want to see me pushing up the faceit leaderboards, right now I'm ranked in the top 10. That might change. That might go up or down. We don't know. But you can see live on twitch.tv/CoJoMoCS. I stream every single weekday, guys. Yes, every single weekday. Go ahead and support me over there, even if it's just to drop me a follow. It means so much, guys. So I appreciate every single one of you. You keep working hard. I'll see you at the top one day. And if you're in my pugs, make sure to say hi. So appreciate all of you. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.